All right, well, welcome everyone to the Senate County Board of Commissioner meeting. Today's Thursday, August 7th, is 2025. It's 10 in the morning. This is our regular board session, and we'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great. Commissioner Bustecker, lead us in prayer.
Okay. Please bow your heads with me. Dear Lord, thank you for the opportunity to be here today to discuss county business. Thank you for the beautiful day. Amen.
Amen. Great. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Paradiso,
Here.
Commissioner Frankert,
Here.
Commissioner Bustecker.
Here.
Okay, at this time, we'll accept the motion to approve the digital audio recording of our previous board session from Thursday, July 29th, 2025.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second the motion.
Okay?
Commissioner Bustecker,
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso.
Yes. Okay, minutes are approved. We really don't have anything on the schedule as far as appointments, so we'll jump into commissioner reports. Commissioner Bustecker, since you did a nice job this morning, we'll have you go first.
Okay.
And
Let's see, last Thursday we didn't have a meeting, right? Right, correct? Is that
that
right?
was
No.
way back to the 29th.
It was
The
after.
29th.
That's
There
right.
was-
So last Thursday, I went to pivot court. I went to the men's pivot court, which I had had a chance to go to the ladies pivot court. It's a little different than the men's.
So you must have went right after.
Well, we didn't have it because
Oh,
we
wait,
had.
wait.
No, it was
So,
last.
yeah, we're
That's the right
talking
date.
about meeting, so the
Yeah.
minutes have to be changed because you said
Yeah.
Thursday, the
27th.
29th.
Yeah,
It
you
was
need to-
actually Tuesday, the 29th.
This is correct.
So I think the date is correct, it's just the clerical error on the, it
We
being
need
a
to fix it.
Thursday.
Can we use this discussion as change the minutes, or do you want to do it again?
I think it's fine because you specifically said July 29th for our minutes, so.
So
I
just think, if he didn't give us a report, we would have had that long.
That's right, because on Thursday at 10 o'clock is when they have
Yep.
pivot court for the
Right.
men.
Yep,
So.
And that's why we've never been able to
We
really
met on
make it.
Tuesday, the 29th.
29th, yeah.
Thank you. Sorry to interrupt you.
Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
I got to sit in on that, and it's kind of nice to see the judges, showing some compassion. Not to say they don't show compassion, but, they're very caring with those people that are there and involved in pivot court, so. Then Friday, I went to Recovery Task Force, just budgets and different things with that. Monday, we had Budget Commission. Tuesday, went out to the Attica Fair opening ceremony. Commissioner Frankert spoke. Then Tuesday, went out to Vanguard Sentinel. A bunch of us in the room were there. Commissioner Paradiso, you spoke. That was nice as well. Regional planning, educators breakfast this morning. I did get to speak. It was a nice event. I've never been to it before, so now I know a little more. I know next time I'll even speak better.
Did great.
Got a better understanding, so that brings us up to date.
We try to mix it up as far as who talks, and it's kind of fun to do it that way. Recovery Task Force that's a monthly meeting.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And this is
Fridays.
a loaded question.
Oh, boy.
And it's on Fridays, and who attends that?
All the judges, police chiefs, people from like Orient House, Phoenix House. I'm trying to think all of who's there. Sandy Hallett, FCFC, mayors. There's several different people. There's quite a few
Job
people
and Family
involved.
Services.
Jobs and Family, that's right.
So it's our whole community,
Um,
law enforcement,
Yeah,
judges.
it's a good.
Trying to work with individuals in recovery and programs and specific cases.
They talk a lot about pivot, different things that are involved in that direction of things, so it's good.
Yeah, it's really good.
I enjoy that a lot.
And hats off to all the other electeds that go to
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
as well. So we're trying to make our community better. We're trying to work, collaborate. That was a big word this morning, but like you said, you know, we're trying to give people a second chance and working, and that's a good thing, so.
Yeah, mental health and recovery, I should have brought them into it too, considering they
Yeah.
usually run it.
They usually run it, yeah.
Yeah, and that ties in all your committees, that assignment.
Everybody's pretty good at attending.
good.
So, good.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, Commissioner Frank?
So Monday we had Budget Commission, there's a work on township submitted their budgets and worked through that. And then followed of that, we had Board of Revision, not too much on that, that's pretty well winding down. And then we had Attica, the opening on Tuesday morning to Attica Fair. That's always great to see all the kids, our future leaders, and work
First
with the
guest?
tribe. Yeah.
That was a classic. That was a
Oh,
good
he
one.
just, he smiled.
Tell the story, 'cause that
So
was
one of
really-
the,
that was fun.
so one of,
Yeah.
when I started, I said, boy, there's a lot of firsts here, there was a baby here, and, you know, first fair, and then we have, you know, first time being royalty, and I said, well, Logan Snavely back here, I heard he got his first kiss at the fair. So, yeah, he
You should
really,
have seen it.
he-
That was class. It was
yeah,
great.
So,
Perfect.
really, it's always fun working as many years I've been involved in, you know, 4-H. And,
That's good.
you know, it's always great to, you know, kids really like being, you know, kind of pulled off there a little bit and stuff on it.
Yep.
So, yep, had that, and then went to the our Northwest Ohio Quarterly CCAO County Commissioner Association. That was up to
Lucas?
Toledo. Yeah, Lucas County sponsored it. It was at the Toledo Metro Parks at the pavilion there. Kind of got an update what's going on with CCAO and updates on our insurance and yeah, many different things. Big meeting. There was probably about 75% attendance from all the counties and stuff on it. So it was good because it's also with the engineers too. And Carlos Baez, he's Sandusky County engineer. He's president of the that. So yep, did a nice job on that meeting. And then they had tours and stuff after that, but didn't have time for that because they had regional planning last night. So regional planning last night, good meeting. And so as we formulated and redid that, you know, we're kind of brought it down. So we have reduced the fees to be part of regional planning with the townships, the counties, and cities and stuff with it. So we moved it from 75 cents to 70 cents last night. So just with the efficiencies part of that and stuff with it. So,
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
Cut
and
taxes.
yeah. So that's great meeting last night. And then we had the educators breakfast this morning. What a great crowd there! I was amazed.
There was quite a few of them
Quite a few
there, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of, you know, had some retirements, newbies coming in and stuff with it. So yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, it was packed at Camden Falls. So brings us up to this morning.
Yeah, that was great. And at the Educators Breakfast, the Outstanding Educator Award this year was Pam Faber. Pam Faber from Heidelberg, and Shirley was in the video, and that they showed, and it was quite an honor, and for her. And then Above and Beyond Award went to
Brenda Luring.
Brenda Luring, and that was presented by Laura Kagi. Brenda will be retiring in December out at NCOASC, so it was pretty neat. Yeah, we also attended fair and the Budget Commission. We are, I'll let you update us on the budget process in your report. So when we put a budget together, we can't spend any more money than we have, so we always ask the Budget Commission to certify revenue as early in the process as they can. They have, you know, they have to make sure and look at things, but the sooner we get that number, then that's the amount of money we have to spend within our budget, or to start with our budget. We can spend less than that, but we can't spend any more than that. So we'll let Barb explain the budget process as we've already begun that process. So I'll let you give us an update because I think it's really important. And then the Sentinel, once again, you know, we just continue to celebrate all the positives that are happening in our county with workforce and education. So it's just really important to align the students and the workforce with the jobs that are available. And Sentinel just keeps growing and growing. I don't know, Bill, where they're 1,600 kids or something now. And so they started a few new programs, which will be 150 new plus or minus students. Fire EMS was one of them. The trade, carpenter trade, and the manufacturing piece. So it's pretty exciting as these students come out. We have plenty of jobs, so.
Well, and I think the other
Yeah.
program that they keep that,
It's
I
awesome.
think that Representative Click helped get was the AIM program. So that's basically students who might be struggling and might not, quit school, they might do something, so they've actually created a program to maybe get them into some trades and stuff on that. And that's sometimes that, I was actually talking to Lenny Klaus the other day, and he says, he says, when I was in school, he says, I hated study hall. He says, I was rambunctious enough, they told me, get down to the shop, and that's when he'd go down to the shop. So I think that's what a lot of kids, they get antsy sitting in school, so if you can get them in a good direction and stuff with it, help them get, lead that way, they might not have the opportunities and stuff with that, so, along
And that's
with all
out
the
at
programs.
NCOSC.
Well, that's
As well.
It's out there,
Out there.
yep,
Yeah.
so, but then, Fremont too, and so, it's
Good
good way to,
100% graduation rate, is that what they had last year?
I think so, yeah.
I think it was, so they're taking these kids and it's great. Yeah, it's really exciting. Okay, so anything else you want to add?
Oh, nice job speaking. Coach Trussell was there.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was great.
Or, I'm sorry, Lieutenant Governor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you're national championship coach, you want to hear that person, right?
Right.
Instead of the lieutenant governor, but he's both.
Yeah.
And a college president, by the way, Shirley, so he checks a lot of boxes. That was
Yeah.
cute, yeah. All right, any old business?
You skipped over me. for
I-
our-
I'm-
Are you
I
gonna?
did, I do that all the time. I'm kind of wrapping us up.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I have a few things today, so.
The most important
Person at this.
No, 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 not at all.
Administrative report.
I do have a couple of things. One alluding to Sentinel and Vanguard. They actually had to they announced this morning that they had to bring in a second instructor for the electrical trades out there. Because they have so many kids going into that program. So I find that fascinating that, we're bringing the trades back into, the
Well, and I'll tell you
education.
the story. So my son Brady just graduated a few years ago. So he went through the electrical part, and then so kind of the process and learning how the unions and how that all works and stuff with it. So now he just in June got accepted into the apprenticeship program. So that's basically
To get his card.
right to move forward and to get into the journeyman
License,
stuff on that
yeah.
to kind of go through that process. So again, just learning at Vanguard the electrical part of it, and then moving right into the workforce, and then learning. And he's got a day of class and stuff on it a week, and then does hands-on for the rest of the time with it. So it's really a great way of getting kids into the
That's
trades
like
right
4
away.
years or 10,000 hours.
Yeah, it's way hours with it. So
10,000.
yeah, and then he'd worked when he was in school, so those hours actually counted towards it too. So he just
It's awesome.
You know, when we have Frankert linemen,
Yeah.
them coming in for electrical, and then kind of
Right.
just all really
Right.
makes things
It does, I mean.
combine together nicely.
But that to me, as a graduate from Sentinel, I also attended Sentinel years ago.
Yeah.
To
right.
me that, it takes a little bit of pride in, your community and the school that you attended, that, people are getting back into the trades as opposed to everybody just going off to a 4-year university.
Zach Arnold, out there at Arnold Machine, I talked to him.
Yeah.
He said 1/3 of all my employees came through Sentinel.
Mm-hmm.
And Lenny, it's pretty high, all the new hires,
yeah.
he might be over 50%.
So he's got 23 kids, high school kids working for him this summer, and that's what he kind of works through and stuff with
Nice.
that.
From Sentinel.
From Sentinel there and stuff on it. So
And if
it's
you're a
good.
farm kid, you get an extra,
Yeah.
because those kids can work. Yeah, it's really exciting to have such positive news,
Yeah.
really.
And then on Tuesday, I couldn't attend the EMS, the opening out at Sentinel Vanguard because I was attending an architectural review board committee meeting to get the prosecutor's sign approved. We did take down that old black looking sign that is gone. We worked with trying to get a design since Court Street has been updated to get a design. So we got that approved on Tuesday. Ed's working on getting that so we can get that put up. That'll, at least you'll be able to see where the prosecutor's office is again. And they really liked the design, and so it'll.
Who designed it?
Mark Levins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Nice.
we're getting that
Nice.
taken care of. So attended the EMS staff meeting on Tuesday morning. That was nice. They go over their runs and, you know, shoot times and things like that. And from what I gathered, we were under that 10-minute mark that everybody, you know, wants to get everybody to a scene. So we're doing well out there. So things are moving along out there. And then I have, Tony was bringing up the budgets. They are due August 18th for every county department. I am working on getting ours worked out. But yes, we cannot spend more than what is certified by Budget Commission, and everybody puts in their revenue, and then we kind of take a look at it. And Budget Commission then decides, you know, is it enough? Is it not enough? You know, they look at it and determine where we should be for that. And I think it's probably going to be pretty close to where we were last year at $22.5 million certification. But I could be wrong. I mean, that's up to them to decide where they want to certify that revenue at. But that's probably the budget that we have to work within this year for next year's budget. So we'll work on that. And I think this year we'll try to have budget hearings. We'll have special meetings for budget hearings. I think that should be the process going forward. Have every department head come in and, you know, I don't want to say justify their budget to you, but at least make their case as to why they need the money that they need. Because we do have, you know, limited funds. So, you know, we're all very conservative trying to make that money stretch as far as we can, so.
So we've had separate, so we're going to do that, and then maybe that'll be a different date.
Yeah, I think we'll try to figure that out with our schedules, and, you know, so it might be a couple of hours that we do, you know, 3-4 of them.
They will be public meetings.
They will be public
So
meetings,
we'll let
yes.
everybody know. So can we, once we get that calendar
Yep.
Formalized, and you'll
Yep.
bring it up
Yep.
here.
I just don't want to do
Right.
it during a regular board meeting,
Right.
because our board
Yeah.
meetings sometimes go long already, and then to add that makes it, you know, a full day maybe, and, you know, we do have other assignments that we have to do.
So, just so everybody understands it, so I've been here over 6 years now, and we have not had formal budget hearings where all the department heads come in and present their budgets to the commissioners. We've had some come in, like the sheriff, but I think Barb wants to have everybody come in, and there's 20 of them, plus or minus.
Yeah.
And so you're gonna put a schedule together, commissioners will be in here, public can come, and they'll come in and present their budget. And we'll ask questions, and it should be a good process, really. And it's probably something we don't need to do every year, but for sure as needed. Some, you know, depends what it is, but in this case, you wanna bring everybody in.
I do. I mean, I
A
think.
lot of, every year they do a lot of, yeah.
But some do every
But
year,
I
like
think-
Fremont, Sandusky County does.
But I
have
think it will help to
And maybe-
explain
maybe we'll
some
change our
of
mind.
the money that some of these departments actually need.
So I'm not
And
hard line that we're going,
yeah,
we won't do it every year.
I just feel like
But,
as a new administrator as well, it helps me understand what monies that they need
love
as
it.
well. So, and we're not, you know, just cutting things because, well, they don't need this or they don't need that, but they can explain why they need the money. So.
yeah, good.
On that same front, I do have some budgetary numbers for you. Revenue for the month of July, we collected $1,750,978.34. We are right now trending well above what was certified by Budget Commission. I will say that $750,000 was added to the budget but hasn't been recertified to Budget Commission. And that is the $750,000 that we got from Congressman Latta for the building at Bloomville, for the EMS building. So that money got put back into our capital projects. So we are trending higher with our revenue this year somewhat because of that, and then there's a few other things that have come in a little bit higher than we were anticipating. Board of Elections had gotten some money that we don't generally anticipate. That was almost $100,000 this year. So we are trending a little higher on revenue this year. As far as expenses then, for the month of July, we expended $1,795,161.25. For the year, we are trending just about 1% above the target number for the 7 months. So we're doing okay. I did get some preliminary numbers for sales tax. They seem to be a little bit lower than the previous month, but they were just preliminary. It's not a good number, so I don't know if I'll have that for the next meeting or if it'll be the following meeting in August. They'll have actual numbers. So I'm kind of keeping an eye on that sales tax pretty closely. And as you all know, we're in the midst of the tax-free, sales tax free for the next, I think it goes to the 14th.
Is it
I think it's the
14th?
14th. So we are in the midst of that, and come October, the state should make us whole. We can never figure out whether we are being made whole or not, but the state gives us a lump of money in October. So we're doing okay financially. I try to keep track of that as closely as I can for you guys. So that, and then just so you're aware, our next meeting, we've rescheduled it for Tuesday, the 12th at 2 p.m. and there will be no Thursday meeting on the 14th then. I think that's all I have.
Yeah. So, yeah, the 21st would be, so if we meet on the 12th, we're not gonna meet on the 14th.
Correct.
Are we gonna meet on the 19th? We have a meeting set, I don't know why I wrote that down. Well, we would meet on the 21st.
We would meet on the 21st, our normally scheduled meeting, unless we need to move that meeting as well.
Okay.
So we can,
I might not make it. It's
Okay.
a fair week. We'll see.
okay.
Okay, we're good.
That's all I have for my report then.
And now, any old business? Anybody think of anything?
No.
Like Barb was talking.
Maybe a little bit. We talked about RCR, and we talked about the computer stuff because
Oh, yeah.
of Windows
Oh, yeah.
10 needing to be upgraded or computers need to be replaced. The top main guys at RCR were on vacation last week. They've sent some responses back to us, and I believe Barb, and I think I'm probably gonna go to that as well. We're gonna meet with those guys late next week.
Yeah, I think everybody was sent, it's a virtual, so I think everybody was sent
Yeah.
that link, so if you want to
Good.
attend, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah. Is that what it was? It was virtual?
Yeah, it's virtual.
Good job.
So-
Yeah, just to go over.
Just to go over what they found
This is
and.
not the cyber one, this is.
No, this is just the computers because of the Windows 10 expiration on their service.
I had a thought, budget, we talked about this before, but I always have to come up with something for Tom in the back, you know?
In 2026, we have an extra payroll.
Oh, yes.
There are 27 payrolls in 2026, and I think this happens every 10 years.
Something like that.
It's a phenomenon. So we have to take that in consideration in the budget.
Correct.
And so I don't even know how you go about that, but that's something to think about. And as we talk to the electeds, and they look at their payroll line, and if revenue's flat, you guys gotta help us here, we gotta make this payroll. There's 27 of them.
Yeah.
So, just a thought. Trivia, you didn't know that, did you?
No.
I didn't either, because now we're responsible for the money, so that we definitely knew it.
Yep.
Know it now.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Okay. New business, then I have supplemental appropriations. I have a few for general fund. Prisoner medical for $2,500. The sheriff's office received a donation. Not sure exactly where that donation came from, but they received a donation specifically asking them to use it for the prisoner medical funds.
Nice. That's good.
Then also from general fund, I have supplies in the amount of $2,073.60. Juvenile court secured a grant from the Attorney General's office for body armor, which are vests, and it's a 75-25 ratio. So the total cost was $2,764.80. The grant will reimburse them the $2,073.60. So we're only paying out of pocket $691.20. So that's the request there.
Did they write that grant?
I believe
Somebody
someone
over there.
did over there. Mhm.
Okay.
And then also from general fund, I have contract services in the amount of $300,000. This is for the Job and Family Services placement cost transfer that we talked about, brought up a little bit last meeting. So I have that. Then I have the One Ohio Opioid Settlement Fund, a transfer out of $15,420.21. This is the money that we received in settlement, and then we split that between Pivot Court and EMS. Then I also have for the Pivot Fund salaries in the amount of $38,042.31. Ambulance Service Fund training is $40,361.50. This is to pay for an advanced EMT class that EHOVI will be doing the training for. And we have approximately 14 students that are going to take that. They are all members of Seneca County EMS. So that will help with us.
We applied for a grant too.
Yes, we also
to
applied for
offset.
Tech Cred
Yeah,
grant.
1,000.
It's $2,000 per person if we get it. So we could get about $28,000 in grant money for that if we get that. So we hope that maybe we can get some of that money. So yeah, those are EMS employees that want to advance, go from basic to advanced, which helps us with our ALS coverage. And then also for the ambulance service fund, software license and services in the amount of $4,255.80. This is for a contract with Zoll, 1-year contract, so that they can get updates and help with some of the software talking to each other with their charting software and then supply software. They'll talk to each other so that they can keep a better understanding of where their supplies are.
I do have follow-up, as you talked about the first one with the prisoner medical.
Yes.
So yesterday we talked about, Sheriff and I went down and testified for Senate Bill 1115.
Okay.
That's for the Medicaid reimbursement then, so that way if anybody's in jail, used to be we would have to pay for their medical and stuff on that.
Oh,
So
right.
if they're on Medicaid, that is
That's
accepted
still
now, so that's still, it's passed.
You said that Senate Bill 115?
1115.
1115.
Yep, yep, so yeah, so that's,
We have to get a
so we got,
waiver. We need a waiver, right?
yeah, we'll figure out the process stuff on that, but yeah.
But I mean,
It passed.
us,
It passed, it's in the
budget.
our budget, but the feds, we need a waiver with the feds. Is that
No,
what
it
is?
passed in the,
Medicaid?
it passed in the House budget, so it's in, yeah, so
So
whatever the
the
process
state-
is,
I got
the
it,
state's, has the access to that now for the
Yeah,
Medicaid.
you
for that,
have
so
to
yeah.
update me on that. I'm familiar with it, but I missed that step.
Yes, good, so, yeah.
Awesome.
So if they're incarcerated,
That's
they
really
can,
good. If they're
they can be
incarcerated,
reimbursed by Medicaid
Medicaid,
now?
yes,
Perfect.
exactly.
Adam, you familiar with that?
Sorry, I was.
Medicaid.
Yeah, that's great. Well, you went down in front of the Senate before, right?
Yeah, Sheriff and I went down and testified on.
You went
that,
down
so-
again?
No, we didn't.
When you went down
That's what you
before.
did. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
One time, and.
I thought you went
It's
down
just getting-
yesterday.
No,
Yeah, that's
no,
where I
that
was
from the-
kind of
No, we saw the
confused.
CCO meeting.
Right, you
Yeah.
went down and.
Yeah, Sheriff and I went
Yeah.
out and testified
And
and
then
then stayed in.
It must
And
have
it-
worked because they advanced it through.
Yeah, it's in the budget now.
Yeah, I'm
Right,
sorry.
Yep.
I just misheard you. My ears ringing. Okay, that's
Yep.
good.
Yeah, so just update on that. so.
We're good, everybody. I'm just A little slow, a little
That's
slow.
okay.
I'll make a motion
Thank you.
to
Yeah,
approve the
that's-
supplemental appropriations.
I'll second.
Any more discussion? Good?
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes. Yeah, thanks, Bill.
Then I'll move on to resolutions. Resolution authorizing fund transfer be made to the Children's Services Fund in the amount of $300,000 for child placement costs.
So move.
I'll second that. I mean, I can talk about it a little bit too.
Yeah, great.
So Lauren Ramsky is our new Seneca
Director.
County Director of Jobs and Family Services. Actually, she met with Barb and I a little bit yesterday, and she's doing all she can to try to make some adjustments, to try to save us some funds in the county, but it is needed.
Yeah,
So-
and this is a requirement that if they need it, the commissioners have to come up with it.
Yep.
So,
That's it.
Thank you. Okay, roll call?
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
resolution authorizing fund transfers be made to the One Ohio Opioid Fund from the One Ohio Opioid Fund to the Pivot Fund, and this is in the amount of $10,280.14, which is 2/3 of the $15,000 number that I gave you earlier.
So move.
Second.
Well, I'm so glad we have this resolved. It's just automatic. We don't talk about it.
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution authorizing fund transfer be made from the One Ohio Opioid Fund to the Ambulance Service Fund in the amount of $5,140.07. This is the other 1/3 of that $15,000.
Make the motion.
I'll second.
Okay. This will show up on our financial statement as other income, right?
Yes.
Well, this is good. Okay, roll call.
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution authorizing the 13th amended joint Chapter 11 plan for reorganization of Purdue Pharma LP and its affiliated debtors. This has to do with the Purdue Pharma and Sackler settlement. For the opioid settlements, we have to approve their reorganizational plan in order to be able to enter into this settlement.
So move.
Second.
Okay.
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution authorizing the County Administrator Barb Patterson to sign for participation in the Purdue Pharma Sackler National Opioid Settlement Agreement.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Okay. This is like the old tobacco settlement. We're just dealing with.
Yeah, and it just comes
These
to me as
guys.
an electronic signature, and you
Yeah.
guys are just giving
I
me
mean,
the
this is
authority
like a
to
nationwide
collect
thing.
this, so.
So, okay.
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
And the last resolution I have is authorizing the County Administrator Barb Patterson to sign for participation in the I can't say these pharmaceutical companies, so bear with me. Alvogen and Amneal, Apotex, Hikma, Indivior, Mylan, Sun, and Zydus National Opioid Settlement Agreement.
I think you did all right.
Yep, very good, yep. So move.
Second.
All right, roll call?
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes. Nice job, Barb.
Thank you.
Anything else?
That's all I have.
Anything else from anybody up here? Okay, we'll go to public comment. Anybody? Public comment?
I'll start.
Presley? Welcome.
Hello. So I just wanted to tell you guys about an upcoming program that I am doing. I can pass this on. Thank you. It's on August 24th from 4 to 5 p.m. in McCutcheonville. It's a pasture walk, and it's sponsored by the Seneca County Cattlemen. And anyone who participates wants to come out. We will be walking various pasture types, looking at different forages that you can do, weed identification. We'll also have different fencing options available and the tools on showing you how to put up that type of fencing, what type of fencing you should use based on your operation. We also will have grazing sticks for the participants. So if you're not familiar, a grazing stick, it's It's like a big yardstick almost, but you can use it in your forages to tell it how mature it is, when you should cut it, when you should have animals on it, when you should take animals off of it, etc. We'll walk you through how to use it, do that type of stuff. It's also kind of going to be an open forum, so you can come ask questions while you're walking. It's sponsored by the Seneca County Cattlemen's, and they will be offering a dinner afterwards as well for those who participate. It's free, open to the public, anyone can come out. It's not just for cattle. We'll be talking about pasture and fencing types for all livestock. So if anybody wants to come out, I have more up here. We just ask that you try to register just so we can get a head count for dinner, but registration is not required. That's all.
Pretty neat. Is this first time?
Yes,
I
first time
remember
I
this, yeah.
posted a pasture walk, yes.
This is great. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Mayor.
Adam Greenslade, Village of Green Springs. I was actually distracted by, I saw a Google thing pop up, and I hadn't seen the story about Channel 11 about the issue being on the ballot to go back to paper ballots in Seneca County. I just saw that. I was reading that. This is a terrible idea. I know they were in here a couple weeks ago and presented to the board. I cannot begin to tell you what a terrible idea this is, to go backwards to paper ballots. I was involved at the Ohio Republican Party back in the early 2000s when we were exploring voting machines. My boss was on the Cuyahoga County Board of Elections. Cuyahoga County was obviously testing many, many different machines at the time, trying to figure out what they were going to implement. If you remember at the time, people were losing lock boxes full of ballots and trunks and everything else, and there was absolutely no record of their votes. At least with the electronic voting machines, you have the paper record, which is what they use for the hand counting to check the machines, and you have the electronic vote. So you have reciprocal redundancy in the system that allows you to check the system. Going backwards is a terrible idea. So I just want to go on record right now stating that to me, because I know they were here a few weeks ago and presented. But I can come up with all kinds of reasons why this is a bad idea. And we've made advances. I mean, you can go back to the 1800s and see the fraud that was happening, where candidates were printing their own pre-printed ballots to give out for people to turn in, 5, 6 at a time. I mean,
Sure.
And that's not going to happen in today's day and age. I'm not saying that, but I could say that, and it would be almost as true as some of the stuff I heard in that meeting here then. I talked to Frank LaRose, Secretary of State, right after that meeting. He was kind of surprised to hear some of the stuff I said that was said in that meeting. So I actually sent him the link so he could watch it. I could tell you, it was he was surprised by a lot of it. So, and that they can just come out here and say that stuff publicly, and it's just accepted. So, I'm just saying right now that I do not agree with it. I think it's a terrible idea, and I'll be promoting that as much
Well,
as I
I'm
can.
just saying, they have Monday as their Board of Elections.
Yes.
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 1:30.
1:30.
So, yeah, that-
Yeah, if you talk to any of your local Board of Elections members, I can't imagine that any of them are for this. I would be very surprised. So, and
Back to hanging chads, and remember those? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right, hanging
Yeah.
chads, we're going back to hanging chads. Yes, it just doesn't
What do you
make
think
any
about
sense
paper
to me.
ballot? Oh, I don't want it at all.
Thank you. Thanks. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
My name's Chris Kurtz. I live on County Road 90. Last week after church on Sunday, my wife and I drove to a couple little birds, Marcel's, LaRue, and Harpster. In the Marcel and LaRue area are what they call Goshen, Paulet 1 and 2. These facilities started out with 2 buildings, and both of those now have 6. The one in Harpster has 8. These are huge factories, and that is what is being proposed at the site on our road, which I mentioned it to Senator Reineke at the Sentinel thing, and he said, we are aware of it and we're working on it, which, what that means, I have no idea. Until I've got a whatever type of GPS, map, whatever you use.
Coordinates?
This is just the address of the one, when we drove by that, it took 3 to 4 miles for the smell to leave the vehicle. We did not have the windows down. We did not have it on, we had it on recirc to keep the air in the vehicle. It was so bad, it took that many miles to get rid of it. The other one was more secluded. The Goshen facilities were secluded. You know, the people, you ask about things like that, and they say, run, good luck. And some people don't have anything to say. They just look at you and shake your head. I mean, that's the way the people on our road are starting to feel. So we're, you know, reaching out to everybody we can about this. You know, I'm curious to see what Senator Reineke has to say about this, because he said, we're working on it, I will let you know. So let's see what I will let you know means. And hopefully you guys have the opportunity, if you know where to that, if you've been there. I mean, that is what, we're gonna have 2 of them in a very small, bad situation on our road. So if you get the chance, it's a half an hour down, half an hour back. Take a look. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
My name's Deb Kurtz. I live on County Road 90. And yesterday, August 6, 2025, I was invited out on Lake Erie with the Lake Erie Waterkeepers. It has been 11 years since Toledo's water crisis, which was when Toledo couldn't not use their water for 3 days. Since then, they've been on a mission to improve the health of Lake Erie. Yesterday was a chance to see the progress made. There were elected officials from Hancock County, Sandusky County, as well as Marcy Kaptur, Paula Hicks Hudson, and WTOL 11 were all on board. Thomas Bridgman, director of the Lake Erie Center with the University of Toledo, on board took a water sample from Lake Erie, and he showed it, passed the bottle around to all of us, and I emailed that to all of you this morning. Probably haven't gotten to take a look. I have it on my phone if anybody else would like to take a look. He called that bottle Liquid Death, or LJ. The researcher said the health of Lake Erie is not improving fast enough. Sandy Bin from the Lake Erie Waterkeepers said the leading source of LJ is phosphorus from manure. She stated the biggest growing change is from the confined animal operations. Sandy said the runoff from these large operations is overloading Lake Erie. She stated that there's too much waste being generated for the land around it to be able to take. I think this information should be taken seriously, considering the proposed 130,000 bird operation looming in Seneca County. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay, next meeting.
No, Tom's got
Tom?
something.
Yeah, Mr. Bradbaugh.
I'm Ryan Ludman. I don't know if you guys are aware of this now, but I was out to the county cemetery. I've been out there numerous times, but I missed something. But there is a new grave out there, a newer grave out there, without a marker. It's got a metal marker on it. I don't know if anybody's
Are we
aware
aware
of
of
this.
this?
I've got the name and everything.
Yeah, I knew, and I believe the township is responsible for putting the headstone
Yeah,
out
I
there,
mean,
so.
so can they even bury there without asking us?
I approved the burial out
Okay.
there, so,
I will-
yes,
so-
we
okay.
will,
So
but,
Now we need a
you
headstone.
know where this person lived and where he
yes,
passed.
I'm working
So
with the
they'll be
township,
liable.
yes.
For the marker and stuff, okay. I just wanted to bring that up, because here it is, we're late in the summer to get a marker in.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to bury them first and get the marker.
Yes.
But to your point, so everyone understands, the county cemetery, all the markers are the same. And the legal entity where the person dies is responsible to provide the marker. So it could be in a township, a village, and these markers are about $500–600 for a marker. And Welly's has last time around, they bought 4 or 5 stones, and he has them there for this exact
Correct.
situation.
Yes.
And then the stones get placed, and we're good. So thanks for bringing that up. I was unaware of it, but you handled it, so, but now we need the stone piece.
Yeah,
Does Welly's Monument know about it?
I have I was notified by the coroner's office, and they notified the township, so that is what I
I
know
don't remember
of.
which one it was.
I can't remember.
Yeah, so we'll have to make sure the town.
You have the name, Tom?
Pardon?
You have the name?
Yes, I do.
I might, if by name, I might remember, and I might be able to
We
find
need to
out.
notify the township.
Yep, I'll notify them
That'll be
again.
the next thing, and then they
Was it
need to.
township?
I believe it was a
Pays for
township.
it?
Yes, I believe it was a township.
And Welly's have to be notified that they'll get paid to do it.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's the thing of it.
Yeah, and it's all set.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
They only set a
Good.
stone like 2 times, isn't there certain times of the year that they can set a stone?
I don't know that.
Yeah, I think
They can sell many.
Well, you have-
I think they can do it at any
These
time.
are just little ones.
You have
These
to
are
get the
just small ones,
footers.
but
Yeah. So if you're using floating foundations, you can do them pretty much anytime. If you're using the ones that go 6 foot or whatever in the ground, you can't. So not
Yeah.
6 foot, I think it's whatever, it's not frequent, but Greenspring switched because Clyde had been using the floaters for 25, 30 years with no problems. They're a lot cheaper. You can do them throughout the year. You get them from Sport or wherever that place is. And so if you're not, that's the route I would suggest the county goes.
Every stone has been reset at the county cemetery about 8, 10 years ago. Because that's when it came to head, because there was 47 stones that were either broken or laid over. And I started coming to the commissioners, and they never had any money, but one of the commissioners a few years ago, Fred Zeller, said we can do it. They use recycled concrete in that cemetery. Every stone has been reset in concrete. It's probably the most beautiful cemetery in Ohio. It's just beautiful. I mean, everything is in line and everything's been reset.
well, thanks for bringing that up, and we will make sure it
I'll
gets
look
taken
into
care
it.
of. Yeah.
I'll give you this part.
Perfect, thank you, Tom.
Anything else? So our next meeting is
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
the
Okay.
12th, at 2 PM.
12.
Make sure our minutes are right. All
2
right,
p.m.
good, thank you. Meeting's adjourned.
Sleep in next week, Zachary.
I will.